Let's start with the good stuff in this Insights video. Meteorologist Danielle Noyce here. Good stuff in my opinion, at least. No, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but we've got some summertime warmth on the way for this upcoming weekend. Highs will climb into the 70s on Saturday. Lots of sunshine, a breezy southwest wind up around 80 in some spots on Sunday with a little less wind, partly cloudy skies, and a couple of showers possible. We have not hit 80 degrees in the city of Boston yet. The average first 80 is on May 3rd. So we're slightly behind schedule for that. I think we will do it for this upcoming weekend. The average first 90-degree day in Boston is June 6th. The earliest the 90-degree reading has ever been in a calendar year is April 7th. That was back in 2010. And the latest we've ever had a 90-degree reading is July 30th, back in 1947. Tuesday's record to beat is right at 90 degrees, set back in 2017. And we have a shot at it, at least, as some deep heat and humidity is going to come into the picture. It's building across the central United States during the day on Friday. Highs well into the 80s and 90s, even over 100 possible in some parts of northern Texas. This deep summer heat and humidity will also breed some thunderstorms. So there's a risk for some isolated tornadoes as well as large hail and damaging wind gusts. That risk are greatest in the yellow shaded areas you see here, stretching from Kansas back up into northwestern portions of Missouri and far southern portions of Iowa as well. For us, no thunderstorms to worry about during the day on Friday. We are on the cooler side. Definitely a damp, raw feel, pockets of rain around, another day to have the wet weather gear with you. Temperatures actually a little bit cooler for our Friday than I think they'll be on Thursday because we've got this raw onshore wind. Eastern New England especially holds on to showers and patchy drizzle and pockets of rain right on through the afternoon. It will taper in intensity and coverage, but probably some showers do linger until early evening. Even by 7 p.m., this is the map, some showers on the Cape, some showers in eastern Maine, an isolated shower elsewhere will start to clear the skies out gradually through the late evening and overnight on Friday. Saturday, sun's out. Totally different day, starting in the 50s, rising through the 60s into the 70s, and many spots by lunchtime. A beautiful spring day overall. Humidity will be low. The one thing is for allergy sufferers with the gusty breeze on Saturday, the pollen's going to be blowing around for sure. Saturday evening, a few building clouds and maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm. Generally in eastern Canada is where a lot of the action will be, but some of these may come into northern New England during Saturday, late evening and overnight, and should be weakening as they slide south and east. They're ahead of a cold front that will admittedly kind of die out over us during the day on Sunday. So south of that is where we'll be warmest, north a tad cooler, and there may be an early morning shower. So we'll watch the timing of this cold front. By the time we get to Monday, high pressure builds in and brings an onshore flow. So admittedly, after this summertime warmth this weekend, we'll be cooler at the coastline, especially on Monday, still warm through the interior. And then a big ridge of high pressure down to our south will actually push a warm front in. And that's what brings that warmth in by the time we get to Tuesday. High temperatures, record highs are likely for portions of the Northeast down through the mid-Atlantic and over towards the Ohio Valley as well. May come with a couple of showers, particularly in northern New England. So we'll watch that closely as well as we head into the Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe. Let's talk wind briefly. Next few days, Friday, onshore, 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts at the coast, particularly early, then it lets up and shifts around. So here's the deal on Saturday. It doesn't really matter where you go, from northern Maine to southwest Connecticut, gusts between about 20 and 30 miles per hour. So not a damaging wind, but certainly a day you're going to notice the breeze dragging in the mild air. Sunday, late in the day, a few gusts over 30 in northern New England. Otherwise, it's a less windy day overall. And we'll watch that wind because it may actually let up just enough that late in the day we get some local sea breezes that may kick in right at the coastline if we can get that wind to ease just a little bit. And of course, the sea breeze changes everything right at the immediate shore. High temperatures for Friday, stuck in the 50s to maybe 60 in western New England. Widespread 40s overnight. No frost to worry about even in northern New England. Look at this. Enjoy it on Saturday. For me, Saturday is the pick because there'll be sunshine out pretty much from start to finish. So to that point, UV index is very high. You want to make sure to put on the sunblock this time of the year. Temperatures running 72 to 78 for most of us. 50s overnight, a stray shower or weakening thunderstorm possible. Either side of 80 on Sunday, but it will come with more clouds at times mixed in. And we should be around 70 even along the south coast. Monday, These numbers at the coast may be a little bit generous. We get the onshore wind, so I think 60s will do it at the coast, maybe even a tad cooler. Running in the eastern tip of Essex County. We'll see how much cool air can hang on. 50s to lower 60s on the Cape. But then inland, we should still manage some 70s to even some lower 80s possible before the real hot day on Tuesday, where we'll be up around 90 degrees for many spots. Watch us anytime, anywhere. Our streaming network, New England's first and only. So many folks still say, hey, I wish I could watch you on TV still. Well, you can. If you have a smart TV, open up the YouTube app, search 1 Degree Outside Network. We're on 24/7. And thank you to everybody for your continued support. More and more of you signing up for membership levels, a way to give back to our independent mission. Details at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside weather.